Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to, let's see, what am I saying? What am I saying? Oh, remember that what's happening? When you catch this, this is for the coming week for you. Um, I'm going to read a little quote from this book called Think by Dr. Robert Anthony. Ultimately, you have no choice but to feel what you are feeling. Mm. Well, yeah, there it is. You might be feeling some feelings right now that are coming up, regardless of how much you try not to feel them or push them away. And um, and to remember that feelings are important. It's information to help us understand who we are, what we want, uh, and yeah, even the bad feelings. It's very common for us to want to push those away because it's uncomfortable. But they're there. So the more you can just kind of sit and be present with your feelings, the more information, the more you're going to learn, and also that energy will dissipate rather than getting stuck in your body. So hey, there's Linus, Kitty Cat, and Linda. Good morning and happy Sunday to you both. Okay, so I am going to get a couple of angel cards. Yeah, I've been thinking about you, Linus, and your feline friend. I'm so sorry that happened. um, Lots of love going out to you and anyone experiencing loss ultimately. Okay, so we have freedom. Gonna do it? Yeah, there we go. We've got a beach scene here. It almost looks like an angel taking off its suit and going skinny dipping. Yeah. Yeah, we see a naked angel butt here. So, um, yeah, this is the freedom to just like strip down, take it all off. Um, allow yourself to be vulnerable, um, to just stand in your nakedness, whether that's literal or metaphorical. And we have adventure. I love it. Adventure is one of my favorite words. Freedom and adventure. The freedom to go on an adventure. Something about stripping down could feel like an adventure to you. I don't know, maybe you're joining a nudist colony or something. And that in itself is an adventure, especially if you are naturally kind of modest, or going somewhere like a nude beach, um, and just letting it all hang out, and that in itself can be an adventure as well. Uh, Also, this is speaking to um, as you feel more free to just be yourself, to express yourself however you want. And and interesting too, because the angel is facing the water, and water represents emotion. So, with that that quote, it's like, uh the angel's arms are out like this. I'm gonna get on the camera like this. And just kind of accepting and allowing those emotions. And this is a whole new adventure in just being present with feelings as they come up. Okay. So let me go to the wisdom of the oracle. TikTok number 30. We've got some divine timing here. Ooh, round and round in reverse. 25. The merry-go-round from hell, as I call this. Blessed. 22. Well, good. Oh, and we've got some kitty confirmation as well. Um, mm, okay. Yeah, so there's this, I'm seeing this period of time of trying to work through some kind of pattern that you found yourself in over and over again. That merry-go-round from hell, something that you don't want to have to re-experience it. You would like to just be done with it, and it keeps coming back. And it's like, yeah, it's basically just kind of coming to terms with some pattern that has left you feeling stuck, stagnant, and I love that the blessed card is coming after this, because this speaks to you overcoming that, you learning your lessons, getting off of the merry-go-round from hell. Um, even like getting flung off. Um, it goes so fast, and you're just like, poof, and that's kind of the universe coming in and giving you a helping hand, just like, all right, let's get this going so fast that you can't hang on anymore. You're just um, you're thrown from it, and this in itself is a blessing. Um, this can also speak to where, after you have been in some kind of like feeling like, some kind of never ending cycle, or you find yourself in similar situations that are difficult in some way, uh, that something good is finally coming to you. Like, for example, if you find yourself in like toxic relationships, and you finally kind of work through, you know, like, you work through it, you come to some understandings about why you keep ending up in these things, and then someone new comes into your life who does not fit the old mold, who is very different and very much a blessing. um and this can be, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be, a new friend, somebody new in your life who just really like supports you and gets you. um and this is all tied to this freedom to just bear it all, to be okay with who you are, where you're at, and ready to go on some kind of new adventure. And the universe is like, yep, I'm rewarding you for going for it, for following your dreams. And this very much is about kind of a reward, and it can speak to something that feels unexpected. Like, maybe, you've done a lot of healing, but maybe a lot of it is kind of subconscious under the surface, and then you come to a place where like something really good happens, and it's an indication of how far you've actually come, even though it feels like, I don't feel like I deserve this. Why is this happening? And, well, it's because of you. It's because of all the effort you've put in, possibly shadow work, whatever you've done to kind of break this cycle, which I love. This is awesome. So let me go with the heart's hidden secrets. Ooh, installing cameras. All right. Oh, and there's Alma del Toro. My sister is in the house. Good morning and happy Sunday. All right. So I'm looking at Heart's Hidden Secrets. Abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Huh. Bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Hmm. This very much feels like it's tied to the merry-go-round from hell I've been speaking about. feeling abandoned, left out in some way, and discovering maybe, yeah, discovering there's some kind of dishonesty. Um, like, this abandonment is almost like a blessing in disguise. Like somebody walked away from you, you walked away from somebody or a situation, and um, yeah, actually, that might be what it is you abandoning a situation where you discovered there was some dishonesty. Someone was being elusive, not being honest, um, being deceptive in some way, and you were forced. You could have just been like, okay, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Either way, whether this is who you were dealing with or this is what you did. Like if somebody left you, you left somebody, but it was because of something that was um, not on the up and up. And this is causing some kind of bitterness. You could be feeling bitter because of what you've discovered about somebody's actions. Somebody could be feeling bitter because you found out about them, uh, or that you walked away, even in the first place. Oh my god, I don't even know what my cats are doing. They're going crazy. Something about going crazy. Have you been feeling good, like you're going crazy, or you're discovering that somebody was like a lot crazier than you even thought or knew? Um, Hurtful words. Somehow, yeah, there's a lot of pain and difficulty here. So, so let me go to the Osho Zen Tarot. Oh, we've got the Empress, creativity. That is Libra, also Taurus, and for me as a reader, sometimes Virgo energy. Thunderbolt, which is the Tower, Scorpio energy. And the Seven of Clouds, politics. Yeah, this is like this feels like as, as it's like all the blessings coming in, you focusing on the beauty, you tapping into your intuition. This creativity energy is very getting soft and leaning into the beauty, and there's a lot of flow here. There's water flowing. uh Lotus, I think that's lotus flower. It's like it's there's this kind of feeling of being connected to everything. She's got stars in her hair. There's a rainbow up above. It's like somehow you leaning into this very peaceful, beautiful, creative energy, connecting with the cosmos, feeling at one with everything. And this this energy that you are moving into, or are have very much been settling into, have settled into, uh, is causing this huge shakeup. It, it could feel like a shakeup in your own life, but my initial feeling is that it's a shakeup for someone else, because it's very cleansing. We have the fires at all the chakra points, and all of this intense electricity coming in, and then these figures are falling. And it's like as you lean more into this beautiful sweet energy, which a part of the Empress energy is about bearing it all, is about just being very authentic and having learned the lessons and being comfortable and at peace because of everything that she's been through, aka that you've been through. And so there's kind of this what's the word, like things falling away, being zapped out of your energy, out of your life. Sometimes sometimes it can be disruptive because it's destruction for the sake of creation, and we don't always appreciate or want that destruction in our lives. But what this is doing is it's it's God, the word keeps eluding me, elusive. um where these parts are falling away, people are falling out of your life, and um you're able to see who's been wearing a mask. These these people who have been dishonest, deceptive, trickster energy. It's all being knocked away. The masks are falling off. You're seeing very clearly. It's like the universe is helping you do some spring cleaning. Um, and this could be where you're discovering that you may have been wearing a mask as well, that maybe you felt the need to be deceptive in some way. You're seeing your own patterns, um, having to do with self sabotage, that kind of thing. You know, it, Oftentimes this is a form of protection because if we've been gotten before, we're like, I'm not going to get got again. So I'm going to be the one to do the thing before they do it to me. And so I just feel like, yeah, the mask is coming off, everything's getting like blasted out of your your sphere of of being, and this is bringing this sense of freedom because it's stripping you down to the basics. And it's like it feels it feels empowering. It feels like a relief, and this empress, she is basically stripped down as well, and that's a part of the process. And that's why there's all these blessings coming in, because of being able to be more authentic to who you are. So, yeah, let me get some cards from the guides of the hidden realms. Surrender to the change. The art of allowing resilience and adaptability. 24. Okay. Yeah, there's major change that's happening in your life. That's any time we go through change, um, we are forced to deal with it. It's just kind of how life goes, and we develop resilience. We learn to adapt as these changes happen. It makes us stronger inherently. And this is saying, you may be resisting some kind of change, uh, but the more you get into that state of allowing, surrendering to what is rather than fighting against it, the easier it's going to be. Yeah, there's huge there's huge change here. Uh and then we have all the time in the world. Oh, I love this. Having enough time, time management, which aligns with this TikTok. And this is number 28. So, yeah, you're on a journey. This is a process. It takes time to to go through things. So, change itself takes time. Um, stripping down, stripping down, and learning to be comfortable with it takes time. Going on an adventure. It's not about getting somewhere. We have a destination in mind, but it's all about the journey. And if you go traveling, it's like you just want to be there traveling. You don't want to think it's not necessarily about the destination. It's all the it's all the experiences you have along the way and all that resilience that you gain as you go. And letting go of stories. Surrendering attachment. See, we have surrendering again. Surrendering attachments, releasing unconscious patterns. 34. Which is interesting because that breaks down to a 7, and so does this round and round. So this is about getting off that merry-go-round from hell, surrendering attachments to what doesn't serve you, releasing unconscious patterns, doing some shadow work to help you. Um, that's a part of this stripping down energy, and really leaning into this creative energy, learning how to work with yourself in a new way. Um, learning about your thought patterns, your not just thought patterns, all of the patterns, the unconscious patterns that have kept you on the merry-go-round from hell, and knowing that it's time for all of this to change. It's time for something new, and tapping into your intuition to help guide you. I'm going with the Magic of You Oracle. Hey, there's Mojo Tarot. Good morning. Glad you made it. We've got Solitude, alone but not lonely, number 31, which is interesting because both of these, the Blessed card 22 breaks down to a 4. Same with this one. So, by spending time alone, really getting to know yourself in a new way is a part of what is it's helping you to connect or reconnect to the universe, to this divine energy. And it's understanding that being alone is very necessary in order to kind of ground yourself, find your center again, and the understanding that being alone does not equate to being lonely. And I've been saying this, but loneliness is a state of mind. We can be in a group of people and feel lonely, and this is about recognizing that being alone is really beneficial to you, uh, and it's beneficial and really important, actually, because yeah, that's where you're able to really do this deep dive, this shadow work, surrendering, all this releasing that's going on, processing without all the distractions. Mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life, number 18. Just looking at the numbers here real quick. um let chance play its creative role. um I'm gonna read in the book here real quick. Okay. Trust everything is as it should be. When Mosaic presents, it means you have been trying to micromanage your life and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you. It's time to say, I don't know, and to break free of the rules and conditions you have placed on yourself and on other people, places, and things. Trust that there is no specific right way things must be or progression of events that must occur. Know that you do know and that this is good in this moment and the essential, sorry, this is good in this moment and essential for the next chapter of your life to commence. Which speaks to that original quote about, feelings. Wherever your feelings, whatever you're feeling, is that's what you're meant to be feeling because that's what's there, that's what's coming up. And there's very much this I lost my page. Trust is in everything as it is as it should be. And the limiting, let's see, what is it? It's like you've been trying to micromanage your life and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you, which is all about this blessed card. And that I feel is what this freedom is about, stripping away um, limiting views, limiting fixed views of how things should be and surrendering to what is. Avenois, make peace with your past. Number one. Yeah, which is all about a new beginning, which is all about coming to terms with what happened and letting go of stories that you've been telling yourself about why you are the way you are, what's happened to you in your past. It's like it's doing a whole review of things but from a different perspective, from this more thinking in a more creative way about who you are, why things have happened, and really experiencing this incredible growth. This is a part of the adventure. And this angel has a walking stick. It's like, you have something you can lean on as you go on in this adventure, as you do this deep dive. And it's going to be different for everybody, but it's something that is you know, it helps make the journey a little bit easier. Whether that's, you might have a favorite book or you have somebody to talk to, a therapist, a friend, or, you have certain rituals that help you, whatever it is. Um, but it's something that helps you to embrace the adventure, to be able to lean into this newfound freedom or working toward that. So I'm going to get some cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Number 41. Yeah. Just checking my numbers again. Love is all around. So this speaks to you leaning into love. And this nightingale is standing on top of like a gramophone horn there. Like there's music, something about music, leaning into your love of music. Maybe music is a part of like what I was talking about, like something you can lean on to help make the adventure a little easier, more fun. Cat spirit, claim your independence. 13. That's right. Claiming your independence. That's a part of what's bringing in the blessings. That's a part of the solitude, this spending time on your own and getting 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 to know yourself in a way that you haven't before, haven't had the opportunity to, haven't allowed yourself to. Your independence is this is a part of learning to love yourself and learning to be really happy in your own company. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Number 20. Um, yeah, this always speaks to me of recognizing that there is more than one truth. That we have a tendency to see things through our own filter, through all of our past experiences, and that truth can sometimes be distorted. And this is recognizing that how what you think is true, how you think something is not necessarily accurate to what's actually going on. It can also be accepting and allowing that other people have their truths and yours might be different from theirs. That doesn't make either of you wrong or right. It's just a part of what makes you different. And allowing that, agreeing to disagree. Allowing that, yeah, maybe there is another truth that is also, I'm getting the word acceptable. I don't know, like, that you can at least be like, well, I don't know that I feel that way, but they do, so we'll just we'll just let it be. We'll just surrender to that. Um and there's something too with this and that and true this and that are true, which has to do with getting into a more playful energy because you're kind of coming to terms with something within yourself, something that you have been struggling with. I think it has to do with the old stories versus who you may be now, and recognizing that you're seeing things in a new way and it doesn't make how you saw things before wrong. It's just that now you have a new vantage point. And so how your truth in the past, whatever kept you stuck on this merry-go-round from hell, wasn't necessarily wrong. That was the truth that you had at that time, but now you're seeing things in a new way. And so it's being in that surrender and allowing kind of energy that things aren't they're not just one way, like the mosaic card was talking about. And the idea of a mosaic, breaking something into pieces and putting it back together in a new way. So, okay, Queen of the Moon Oracle just winked at me. Hey, the sun made it. Very glad you are here. Creation 39. Creation, what is that? Beaver moon. We've got blueprints here. And interesting. Okay, so this breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, same as TikTok. Uh there's something that has been kind of percolating, kind of taking time, that your yeah, creation, creativity also. The Empress, number 3. Yep. There's something that you are thinking about doing. It's like the universe has given you the blueprints. or you're coming up with some kind of new idea, new thing that you want to build, and it's very much a part of this connection that you are developing through your intuition with the universe, with your higher power. And the path, number 8. I thought I saw an 8 here. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, yeah, this it's like you're building something and then you have to go on that journey. You're going on the adventure. You gotta climb that rickety ladder to get to a whole other world. You have a new path you're taking that's leading you into your emotions, because through this portal is all that water, a vast ocean of emotion. And release, 27. Yeah. Yeah, we have all this surrendering, releasing. Um, where did the releasing one go? Releasing unconscious patterns. And this release, this card in particular, is so powerful because she's like coming out of the weeds, and there's this huge, like, all this light and energy coming out of her. And these butterflies are, it's really hard to tell. Like, maybe the butterflies are really attracted to this light that's coming out of her, or they're kind of a result of this release of energy. But ultimately, butterflies represent huge transformation, metamorphosis. And there's this, it's like the path that you are on is a part of you releasing what's been holding you back, you know, what's been dead that you've been needing to let go of. And that this is what's bringing you to this place of freedom. It's very powerful. So okay, got to get some radical abundance cards. Money. Yeah, I like to see that. Yeah, you've got some money coming in. Money and flow, as you get more into the flow, you get into this energy of allowing, this creative energy, surrendering to what is, surrendering to your emotions. It's a part of the freedom. This is a byproduct of all of this work that you're doing, of you getting into the flow. And this money is also going to help you be able to follow your whims, to have the freedom to go on an adventure. Happiness. Yes. I'm not going to remember the joke, but there's something like you can't have happiness without a penis. Anyway. Um okay, so yeah, this happiness kind of equates, we've got a narwhal, we've got the unicorn of the sea, we've got a dolphin. Like, there's this really lovely kind of youthful, playful energy. And this too is a byproduct of just being in the flow. It's like the more you surrender, And the more you allow it, it frees you up to just enjoy yourself and enjoy the journey and enjoy the adventure. And it's also too a remembering that happiness is an inside job. That our happiness doesn't come from the outside, from outside circumstances. They certainly can help, but happiness is, it's I call it the baseline of happiness, where regardless of what's going on around you, you always have this to fall back on. And I always say, this postcard I have on my wall that says happiness is not a state to arrive at, but a method of traveling. And so this is a part of this shift that you're going through. Very much a change in your perception of what happiness even means. And somehow this is tied to money too. But it's like it's not that the money brings you happiness. It's just that I mean, yeah. Also too, you're getting wiser about your money and how you manage it. Okay. So where are we at? Okay. What else wants to come out? Um, hmm, get some rune cards. The self. Somehow I knew this card was going to come. I wish I had said. Which is number one. Also, Avenois, make peace with your past. This is all about you coming to terms within yourself, doing that shadow work, putting yourself at the forefront. And the sun is shining here. We've got all this water. This is you um, learning to be with your emotions, letting them be there and being okay with it. And the sun, the clouds are kind of there, but it seems like they're parting as the sun comes up. And we have this kind of big boulder mountain looking thing, which it speaks to, like, that you've overcome an obstacle. You will continue to have obstacles. That's a part of what life is. And when you can just surrender to the fact that, yeah, sometimes life sucks, sometimes you get thrown curveballs, but when you can just kind of lean on that baseline of happiness, knowing that you're going to get through this too because you got through everything else. um, you're developing this resilience, this ability to know that you can handle anything that gets thrown your way. And for some reason the stars here um make me think of the stars in her hair. Some Yeah, it's like it's a part of you understanding your place in the cosmos, that you are an integral part of everything, of the workings of the world and beyond. Separation, number 4. Claim your independence. Yeah, I feel like you are separating yourself. It's like, oh, you know what it is? Oh, this is a snake that's coming out of its skin. Separating from the old skin. I've never noticed this before. Which is another type of transformation. It's like you're outgrowing this old skin, these old thought patterns, old ways of being. And the separation, it's like you separating yourself, in kind of being alone so you can go through this process. But then I feel like there's also too this understanding that you are there is no separation, that you are one with everything. That's a part of this new newfound self. Initiation. Number 6. Too many cards on the table. No such thing. What am I saying? Um, yeah. Yeah, you are going through this initiation, trial by fire in a way. But what this is doing is it's helping you to find your wings, to be able to fly, to be able to have a bigger, broader perspective. And we've got some water. Being able to discern, like not being caught up in the emotions, being able to see things from a higher vantage point, from a more objective point of view. This and that are true. Wow. I love this. Okay. So I think I'm gonna finish since I'm gonna finish with a different rune deck. I was. Oh, we've got a little bit of a like reinventing yourself. It's what this makes me think of. You're changing up your look because how you feel is changing. Um, Learning to accept who you see in the mirror. And then if there's something you don't like, actively changing it. She's going through this whole process of dyeing her hair pink. Um, which to me is heart energy. Cutting away what you don't want anymore. All right, let's see what it says. I have to find it real quick. Here we go. Ewas. This rune card is associated with endings, but with any ending, there's always a new beginning. Yeah, with this creation here. Something in your life is fading away, but is being replaced by something stronger and more relevant. Ooh, the separation card is coming to mind. And, getting off the merry-go-round from hell. The card is linked to the symbolism of a yew tree, known for its strength, endurance, incredible longevity, and ability to regenerate from within its own trunk. If you draw this card, you need to allow aspects of your life and yourself, your assumptions, to fade away naturally. Be patient. Just let them go and allow new life to take root. And I feel like that's a part of this TikTok card too. And something else. All the time in the world. I know patience is a really tough thing for a lot of us. But it pays off. It is paying off. While ending and death is a dominant theme here, this card is also about endurance and dependability. And yeah, we have this, all these words: endurance, resilience, adaptability. Yeah. So, while ending and death is a dominant theme here, this card is also about endurance and dependability and the excitement and possibilities of rebirth. You are transforming from the inside out and should not fight this process or try to breathe life into what is dying within you. You are entering a phase of renewed strength, vitality, and personal power. And there it is. And you will be seeing the blessings from this. Will and are. That money is a part of that. So that's exciting. So, just keep leaning in to whatever's coming up and try to stay in the flow, and know that you are being guided exactly where you're meant to go. And remember, it is an adventure after all. So lean into the adventure and enjoy the freedom. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.